Hey there, Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. This is a post-purchase inspection video of a Subaru Legacy that we bought for a customer in Canada. This one here is a 5-speed manual with a single turbo EJ20 engine. These things put out 280 horsepower plus have 4-wheel drive, and so they make for a fantastic year-round vehicle in a country like Canada where you're going to have to worry about snow. Lots of luggage space, good build quality, reliable. These are fantastic vehicles, especially with the 5-speed manual. So good, in fact, that our staff, Mike, owns one of them of the same generation. So these EJ20 engines seem to be good. A lot of people on the internet dog Subaru engines for head gaskets, but it looks like the EJ20s don't have problems with their head gaskets. At least the ones that are the JDM ones with the turbo. I haven't seen any issues with them, and we've bought plenty of them, probably over 100 or so by now. Not a single one that we have bought has had head gasket problems. Leaky valve covers, yes, but never head gasket problems. Nice intercooler there. Turbo's down here. Still says, don't touch. Don't touch my turbo. Hood vent, that's functional. Pretty good looks. I'm not sure which Legacy I like the best. Of the first 4 generations, I like them all. 5th generation, not so much. But this one is a, very modern looking car, even by today's standards. A lot of these are around, especially in Canada. Not the turbo with the 6-speed though, or 5-speed. These do come with the 6-speed in the later generations, but they end up costing a lot more. So I'm going to translate the auction inspection sheet from the Japanese dealer auction here, and you can see the information that is given on that. I'm not going to close that door with the key in there. There's an aftermarket security system, and I've had cars lock themselves. I don't want to chance it. Okay, and there's a turbo timer. That's why the engine is still running. Turbo timer will run the engine for a little bit so that hot oil doesn't burn your turbo. Okay, so let's go over the inspection sheet here. It's a 2005 Legacy Touring Wagon 2.0 GT Spec B. It's an auction grade 3.5, interior exterior C with 115,000 kilometers on it. This grade is right where the prices start to fall off. I can't say the price of this one, but these Subarus tend to be extremely good value, and this one was less expensive than your average one. Okay, so looking at here, we got paint peeling at the front, plus A2 scratches all along the front bumper. Windshield crack, stain on the roof, spoilers cracked, which is odd. I've seen that a number of times on these now. This is the first one I've seen in person, but translating many of these sheets, I've seen that a lot. Dashboard is cracked, same thing. I think these dashboards don't like it when you put a sticky thing on and then take the sticky thing off, like mounting a monitor or something like that, because it'll crack the dashboard. Steering wheel wear, seat wear and stain, end panel dented, various scratches and dents, wheels scratched and scraped. And the wheels are actually pretty bad. They are the original wheels. Come on, turbo timer, any day now. You can set different amounts of time for the turbo timer to last, and this one looks like it's set for a minute, which is too long, in my opinion. Okay, so there's not an awful lot to say about the body. There are a couple of dents. There's one in the driver or the passenger side door right over here. You may be able to see it, maybe not. It's what I would consider at least a medium-sized dent. I think the car looks great in white. I think a lot of cars look great in white, which is kind of funny. You would think white would be a boring color, but to me it feels clean and high quality. Maybe it's Apple's fault for doing that to us with all of their white products for years. We got my white car here, and my other white car here. Oh, can't see it. It's a secret. It's not that much of a secret, actually. It's only really a secret if we were able to edit our videos in a reasonable amount of time, but we can't. Okay, so peeling here is on the front grille. This is good because you can just replace the grille if you want, or you can repaint it. Headlights are faded into yellow. And here's the A2 on the front bumper. You can see those scratches. But it looks like the bracket for the fog light might have been bent too. This is a parking pole. It retracts. so that it'll give you a visual of where your front corner is, because you're opposite the steering wheel over there. And so, cool to have that. They're optional on a lot of cars. Elderly drivers like to own them. Here's a better look at the dent here. Okay, signal lights in the mirrors. I didn't know that was an option on these. Got some rock chips here, here, and here. There you go. Scratch down there. Some rock chips that are starting to rust a bit. More rock chips here. Here's the spoiler crack. And I really don't know how you get a spoiler crack there. Especially if it's a common problem. It seems like if you put something on the spoiler and it'll crack, it's too sturdy for it to do that. But if you grip it like that, it's a little bit weak. I don't know. Kind of a weird place for it to crack. The reverse lights are asymmetrical, which actually one person in Canada had troubles getting their car registered because that person thought that it was aftermarket, but the person who was inspecting it didn't know that if the car is 15 years old, you don't have to comply to any regulations, so your car can be anything that was legal in the country it came from, and it doesn't matter as long as it clears certain things, like it has to have side markers, it has to have proper tires. The interior of this is really dirty. Really, really dirty. And this is something you need to worry a little bit about when you're buying a cheap car, because this generation of Legacy has been so cheap for such a long amount of time that when somebody buys a cheap car, they're less willing to keep it in good condition. And so you don't have to worry about it so much with the Legacy. With some other cars you do more. But this one was kept in dirty condition. The steering wheel has a lot of wear on it. You can actually feel it. And the seats, I believe you can get half leather seats, but these ones aren't. You can see a bit of sagginess in this area. There's crumbs in the cracks. This area is hyper dirty, and we get to find out where that person worked previously. It looks like they were like a server or something. I like the way the gauges do a little dance thing. Let me find that key and I'll put it in and show you. Totally ripped it off from Defi. And you got this. But I don't want that. And you take the key out and it unlocks the doors. It's so weird. I don't like the car doing anything I don't want it to do. If I ask it to unlock the doors, unlock the doors. But if I didn't ask, then don't do it. Like my van does that. When I'm driving above like 30 kilometers an hour, it locks all of the doors. Okay. So here's the cracked part of the dashboard. Just a little bit. There's actually a piece of tape that was put on. So there's the extent of the damage. Okay. And that's all we got for this one. Corolla's coming. Hey, Corolla. Not many Corollas in Japan. Allion, I guess it's called. I just read the back. It looks like a Corolla though. Alright, that's what we got. If you have any questions, please let me know. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.